Now let me show you how to construct the next part, that is called as nut M10. Now you can see nut M10 is given, the nut thickness is given as 12 mm, which is having some cutouts. Let me show you later how to do the cutouts. First let us construct the required part. Now go for solid edge, solid part, then go for a command called protrusion. Let me select the top plane as a sketching plane. Now let me construct a hexagon of size 10 mm first. After constructing a hexagon of 10 mm, then we have to do the remaining steps. Then let me complete the construction of hexagon first. Now the construction of hexagon has been completed. Now move this hexagon after drawing a line somewhere here. Now select this hexagon, move this hexagon with respect to its midpoint, and it should be positioned properly at the center over here. Now after defining that one, using symmetric relationship, using construction, make the center line as a construction lines. Now this is what a required hexagon that we wanted. Once we done the required hexagon, let me say return. Now go for symmetric extent. The thickness of the net is given as 12 mm safe finish. Now go for revolved cutout, then select the front plane as a sketching plane. Now let us start the construction of the part that is called as the chamfering cutout. Now this is what a procedure of a chamfered cutout. That's what we are doing now here. The angle between these two lines must be equal to 30 degree. The angle between these two lines must be equal to 30 degree. Now using arc by center point, this as the center, this as the radius. Let me draw an arc. Okay, arc by center point command. This as the center, this as the radius till it touches this point. Now zoom this location using construction command. Let us make these three things as a construction lines, which is not required now. Now using a line command, simply draw a triangle here. After drawing this triangle, make use of angle between command. The angle between these two lines must be supposed to be given as 30 degree. That is called as chamfering angle. Once you have defined these things, now you make use of axis of revolution. You select this datum plane as the axis of revolution. Then let me say return, which has to be revolved around 360 degree. Then say finish. The same thing too should be happen. Go for mirror copy feature with respect to smart. Let me select the cutout. Let me select accepted with respect to the top plane. Now you can see at the top also we are getting a mirror. Now make use of a command called hole. Select the top plane, go for hole options, and it should be a threaded hole of diameter 10 mm. It should be of a diameter 10 mm, and it should be only M10, and 2 hole extent I will have a hole. And let me say OK, and let me position it at the center. Let me say return, 0 direction, save finish. This is what the regular steps what we wanted to do. Now what is the next step? Now you can see there is a cutout for a depth of 12 minus 8, that is nothing but 4 mm is a depth of cut, and here this is a circular portion. The circular portion diameter can be calculated as 2.8. Now how to do this cutout? Now you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 cutout is there. And how to do this cutout? Let me show you. Make use of a command called cutout. Select any one of the face as a sketching plane. Now using circle by center, draw the diameter of circle as 2.8 mm and position it somewhere over here. After doing its positions, just draw a lines which is tangentially like this. Now this line is not proper, so let me redraw that line. So tangentially till it touches this point, and let me join these things. Let me join these things now properly. Now using connect command, connect this point to this line. Now using a trim command, let me trim this portion which is not required. Using trim command, okay, it has already trimmed now. Now define this diameter as, okay, diameter as 1.4, that is radius as d by 2, 1.4. Now the distance between the sheared point and this one is given as 8 mm. So let me give the dimension as 8 mm. then let me say return. Now the cutout has to be happened through next, like this, say finish. Now you can say this is what a required cutout. Now like this we need to have 6 cutouts. What we can do is go for pattern, which has to be pattern, cutout 1 has to be pattern. Always select smart, accept it, select this face as a pattern face. I wanted a circular pattern. Now let me select this as the center and this as the radius. Now give the direction either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Throughout the circle I wanted 6 parts, so let me select 6. Let me say return. Now you can see at all the 6 portions I am going to get that required portions. Now this completes the construction of the net as per our requirement. Now after completing this, now go for save. In the summary type it as nut and say OK, and the file name should also be given as nut. Now this completes the 9 portions of the connecting rod.